to the vlog. This is a vlog from last year. I filmed this when I worked on my first ever cruise. I wanted to release it, but it took me so long to make, edit, and then get past checks and get ready to post. Hello and welcome back to the vlog. This is a vlog from last year. I filmed this when I worked on my first ever cruise. I wanted to release it, but it took me so long to make, edit, and then get past checks and get ready to post that by the time it was ready, it was just kind of past relevancy. But now I am back on board. Right now I'm not, but when you're watching this, I will be back on board. And this time I'm going on solo with the same show, but as a solo artist. So yeah, a little bit different this time, but I thought it was a good time to post what I did last year. I watched it back and it was helpful to me, so hopefully it's helpful or just entertaining for you. Yeah, enjoy this vlog from last year, my first experience ever working on a cruise ship. Hello and welcome to my first ever working cruise vlog. I don't know yet what I will be allowed to vlog on the boat, or you know what I will have chance to, but I would just like to take you with me and we will see what happens. I'm going to be packing tonight and then I leave at 3 o'clock in the morning in a taxi to the coach station and then to Heathrow. So come with me. Let's go on a cruise! Just before we go, here is a little video of me doing some rehearsals. My mum was line running with me before I left for the boat. And of course I had to pack up my stuff ready to get on the boat. In hindsight, I actually packed too much. Not too much, but more than I needed to. I did have the perfect amount of fancy outfits though, which you will see very soon. And this is the morning alarm. Here I go. I'm at the bus station. It's so early that it's not even open yet, but at least I'm here. And then I arrived at the airport and here's a little whistle stop tour of us getting checked in and arriving onto our flight. The first leg of our flight actually, because we were going to change in Stuttgart. So this has been going on the first flight. Flight number 1! Woo! That was Molly and Dean, and you'll see much more of them over the next couple of weeks. And just like that, we were up in the air and flying to Stuttgart.
I wasn't looking
in
for
Germany for 2 hours. Yay! Molly just. Hello.
Which flight are we on?
Okay, great. Okay, good to line run. Okay. Where do we get to? Don't bother telling them. Not what to do.
They're the ones for like grown-ups, the answer. Boys and girls, do you think you know more science knowledge than your mums and dads? Come on, let's hear you.
Mums and dads, do you know more science knowledge than your kids?
Well, I think in part 2 of our show on Friday, we should send some of the boys and some of the mums and dads back to school. What do you think? Should we do that? Should we do that? Oh, it's very nervous experiment. You, Bob, you look nervous. Should we do that? No, I don't do that right now. We've got to move on to our next experiment. But, well, what have we got next? Where's Dean?
Well, didn't Dean say he had something spectacular to show us?
Something spectacular. Dean?
Yeah. And here we are coming into land. We then were met by our driver and were driven through Palma de Mallorca to the boat. We passed this beautiful cathedral and then moments later we saw the boat for the very first time. Eek! Wow, so exciting.
You see?
It's getting bigger.
Should we do a little review? Let me put my stuff down. Okay, I'm so excited. Right. Oh my goodness.
So exciting. I'm so excited. After exploring the cabin, we hopped outside and explored the ship, and in the buffet there's a vegan and vegetarian section. Wow. There is.
I wish I played basketball.
Oh, I do.
Do you? sign up for
What's
it.
music?
What a view. On board checking out the show. We went to check out the theatre show. This is us off down the stairs to go to the theatre. And then after the show we checked out the atrium, which is this gorgeous hall. 3 stories, and often there's live music playing. And our final little late night saunter around the boat before bed. It's day 2 on the cruise, and I couldn't finish unpacking last night because I was so tired. I'd been up for like 15 hours or something. No, that doesn't work. How long have I been up for? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like 15 hours? No, 20 hours. 20 hours. Yeah, I've been up for 20 hours. So I was pretty tired. So now I'm unpacking all my bits. See what I got up to today. We actually have a day off today. So, well, we have to do like our immigration thing to get onto the boat like properly, and so we can set sail tonight. Oh, our first night at sea. But yeah, last night we went to see a theatre show, which was really cool. We had a wander, but I was flagging, and I actually probably had my earliest night in ages, which still wasn't that early, but it was probably about like 10:30, 11 I slept. So yeah, anyway, gonna do this, gonna check out the gym, have breakfast, head off into Mallorca, have a little nice day. I'll take you on a little packing tour. Basically, I've got this bedside table, vitamins, my water, my hairband because I've just taken it off. Some little snacky biscuits in here, my cards, my room cards in here. I've got my earphones as well. And here I've got all my books, so all my notebooks. I'm a real writer, so well, not a real writer, I just write a lot. So I've got my notebooks, I've got reading books, I want to read more, my scripts, anything paperworky in that one. In this one I've got pyjamas and like underwear and bits and bobs. Our dressing table, this is my extra mirror, so that's quite nice, we have a mirror each. Some bits and bobs over here which probably still need a little bit of organising. Got my morning banana, I'm going to head to the gym in a minute. Then I've got in here my gym clothes, my swim clothes, and some other like miscellaneous bits. Some of it's still a bit random, and I will sort out. Big mirror, me in my pyjamas still, because this is the first thing I've done today. Yay. And my hair is a mess, but it will get brushed soon. And then we've got this lovely little wardrobe space on the corner. I've got all my glamorous dresses, because I've got so many dresses at home. And when else am I going to wear them? So I bought them. Our life vests, because safety first, guys. Also pool towels. And we've got this little wardrobe area. I've got my shoes, my nice shoes for black tie nights, trainers, flip-flops, and my just general clothes in there. Our bathroom, which is gorgeous, and it comes with these White Company soaps. And if I ever have kids, then I want them to have White Company clothes. Not that I can afford that, but yeah, we've got some bougie little White Company soaps. Hello. And then this is my stuff I've started to lay out. I've still got my toiletries in a bag under the sink here, but yeah, my toothbrush, I'm actually able to charge that, which I haven't been able to at home because we don't have one of those plugs. And then also it comes with soap and shower gel here, which I didn't expect, so I also bought my own. But I've also got, and we've got these little in shower shelves here. So yeah, feeling better, feeling pretty unpacked. But we are moving at the end of the week, so there's no point in getting too settled, because even though we're on the boat next week, we're in a different cabin next week. Anyway, off to the gym I go. Little gym change. Gym done. This is the horizon, which tells us what's on each day, and today is a day out. Our first trip off the boat. Heading into Mallorca just to go to the pharmacy, really. We'll see what we find.
How fun.
How fun. No, we'll see what we find. There's probably going to be... We know for sure there's a nice, pretty building.
There's a castle.
There's a castle, we'll see that. So Molly and I took the free shuttle from the boat into Palma de Mallorca and had an explore of the gorgeous streets. We saw this street art as well, and after wandering for a while we eventually found a free art gallery, which was super cool. And then our legs were tired, so we headed back to the boat. What's it called? What's it called?
Sail away.
Sail away. 5 minutes until sail away. The lovely seat. Do you want to be in it? Yeah, he does. Got nice seat.
Very good afternoon, everyone. This is the captain, and welcome back on board. Well, we've had a slightly blustery 2 days here in Palma. With a mostly cloudy day yesterday, but a much brighter, sunnier day today. I hope you all enjoyed your 2 days exploring the beautiful island of Mallorca and the city of Palma.
Now it's dinner time. And this was our view at dinner. It was gorgeous. That island over there is Ibiza, which is super cool. We then went outside, saw some live music, and got a better look at the sunset, which was just stunning. Morning, it is a new day. I'm hitting the gym with a gorgeous view of Cartagena. Good morning, I have just been to the gym. I'm trying to go like pretty much every day if I can. It's so accessible and the views are just insane. And yeah, I want to get like into a routine again. So that's my plan. So I did it today. I got up at 7. Don't know how long that will last, but yeah, I did it even though I was really tired. But it helped me have a roommate that's also going, because the motivation, you know, gets you going. So did that, and I'm gonna have a shower. We're in Cartagena today. We've woken up, we sailed overnight and we've woken up by a beautiful port, absolutely stunning. I'd like to go to the beach, but the port does look so beautiful that I might just like wander around the port. We have our first workshop today. So as I've not done this boat before, the other two have done cruises before with this company, but I've not. So I'll probably take it quite easy today, as it's my first ever work day on a ship. Yeah. Day in Cartagena! Woo!
La madera sola, no, porque si son juntas y demás, ahora tiene, claro, tiene que poner más.
Back from Cartagena and getting ready for work. Making our way from our room to workshop 1 of the show. Did the workshop, had maybe half an hour to chill. Now we are going to an evening sunset stretch and relax class. Gonna have some dinner, and then we're gonna go see John Clegg in a comedy show. So I'm very excited for that. This is my stretch outfit. I'm heading over in flip-flops because why not? So let's go!
And something spongy.
Looks really good. I'm gonna go and find something.
Oh, we want to get in it. Dinner with a view. See a show.
We've left a single seat on the edge.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, frizzy hair. Good morning. It is get-in time for our very first show. So we are here setting up the theatre. Line run and makeup time before show 1 on board. Eek. first show done. We've hung up the costume. It went really well. It went really well. Now I've got like a little dress on for some food, and then we're gonna get changed to a black tie tonight. And I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym today because we have been working since 8:30 this morning, teching and prepping and doing the show, and I am pooped. So back on the gym tomorrow morning. We're in Gibraltar tomorrow and we have a workshop in the evening, but tonight I'm gonna party, or maybe not party, but relax.
Yeah, but I'll take it.
Well, space to sit for lunch with an amazing view.
Yeah, it's like that.
Today's top temperature was 30 degrees Celsius. So today we've been setting a series of westerly courses following the rather scenic coastline of the south coast of Spain, which has been visible on our starboard side throughout the day. 26 nautical miles northwest of the island of Alboran, which is a small islet situated between Spain and Morocco. This evening and overnight the weather will remain much the same as now, with light winds and negligible swell. And tomorrow morning we'll make the approach to the port of Gibraltar.
Got the radio on, doing my road curls for tonight. The others are at the gym having a gym session. I'm having a rest day today, so I needed it. I needed that little snooze. These are my dresses. I've got sparkling number. There's actually 2 formal nights in this first cruise, and we've got 4 cruises, so I'm glad I've got options. But I think I'm gonna wear that dress tonight, but you'll see in a moment. I've got an orangey one, I've got a long black one. This one's stretchy, so for bloated days or for days when, you know, 5 weeks into the cruise and I've eaten all you can eat, I might wear that one. Gonna hop in the shower. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a little prosecco in my room. Could always order room service. So this is me coming out of the shower with my robe curls. They were a little bit wet, so as you can see in the next picture, they didn't really stay in place, but I gave it a good old go. Then for dinner we headed to an MDR, also known as a main deck restaurant. There's the buffet and there's also main deck restaurants that are included in the cruise, but the main deck restaurants Q4, and then they serve as a 3 to 5 course meal. It was delicious, and here I am taking my makeup off for the day. Coming out of the lift this morning and we've got a brand new view. What's the view this morning? Gibraltar. That's Gibraltar. Wow. Another show day, another gym day. Just got to the gym, just got on the treadmill, but just got a message from Molly to say that on floor 16, which is the one below me, they've arranged all the towels as animals. So I'm heading down to see this now before I miss it, before people move them, and then I'll get back to the gym. And look, this is me on the deck, getting in a morning sash before exploring Gibraltar. Gibraltar's probably one of the places on this tour or this cruise that I really wanted to see, because I've heard so much about it, but just never thought I'd ever go. So here we are, and apparently there's monkeys, which I'm super excited about. They were so cool. I also just got my first hi Melanie. 2 kids were like, hi Melanie. That was really sweet. And I went to the gym, saw these lovely inspirational quotes as I was training. After that, had some delicious breakfast and could see Gibraltar Rock from the table. And then we got off the boat and we went into Gibraltar. Up and try and see some monkeys. Oh my gosh. Hi! So So after seeing the town, I hiked up the rock. I was just interested in finding the monkeys, which were apparently in St Michael's Cave. Now, I thought they meant they were in the cave, but obviously they weren't in the cave. They were just near the cave. But this was the cave, and the cave was beautiful. There was this beautiful light show in the cave as well, which looked incredible. But still no sign of monkeys. We came out and I thought, not going to see them. But look what we found. There was one lone monkey just waiting and posing, it seems. I'm sure that monkey was just minding its own business, but you cannot deny that it looks like it's posing for Vogue. Look! So, then, happy I'd seen a monkey, it was time to head back down and get back on board the boat. And this music was for the sail away party, as it was time to leave Gibraltar and head on to 3 days at sea.
I hope you all enjoyed your time ashore, whether it was spent exploring the shops and restaurants in the town or venturing up the rock. Either way, it really is a great place to visit.
Everyone else,
The day, no. As we sailed away, it was then time to get ready for a workshop in the evening. Morning, it's 10 to 8. We're woken up, heading to the gym. Today's another sea day, and this is the first sea day where I can feel the boat moving. We're getting into rockier waters. I think it rained.
this is entertainment manager fee here. Expect lots of excitement.
This day was a day off. I did my little puzzle at breakfast time. Then I went to the spa for a skin analysis, which you'll see in a moment was very interesting, but a little bit terrifying, but it was really cool. And then we looked at the sea, we did some line runs for the show tomorrow, and we saw some music in the atrium before going to bed. Another day of rehearsals for show 2. When I say we're doing show 2, we have 2 shows, one that we'll do on one day and a second show that we'll do on a second day. And this day was show 2 day, so here I'm also treating you to a little tour of the theatre in the auditorium. On the morning we were getting set up and getting ready. It's so cool, I feel so lucky to be able to perform at this stage. It is really fun. Look at it, it's beautiful. Hello, good morning. It is show day 2. I am so tired. Like, the sleepiness is like unwell sleepiness, but I don't feel unwell, I just feel like so tired. It is that time of the month, so I'm putting it down to that. We've got everything set up. They had a tour around the theatre and then they've got a talk, so we've had some time just to come back to our room, do a line run, start getting ready. Well, I need to start getting ready now, and then go back up for a tech run, taking my vitamins. Oh yeah, also I've lost my hairband. You know, you've probably seen it a lot, my big purple hairband. I definitely bought it, I definitely had it in Gibraltar and I wore it back on the ship, but then I think I might have left it somewhere. Yay, I found it! Well, that loss was short-lived. Luckily I found it. Then we did the show. This is a sneak peek of the set. Choosing an outfit for this evening's formal. It's the second, I say formal, it sounds like uni. It's the second fancy night we've had. The first one I wore this dress. So now I'm gonna wear something else. I don't know whether to go long or short. These are the 2 options. I'd say you decide, but you'll be watching this after the night, so. This is number 1. I don't know if you've got the best angle down there. And then this was option 2. I did end up going with option 2. Spoiler alert. I decided to go for the short one because I wore the long one the other day, so I'll mix it up and wear the long one again next week. Then we went for dinner. Also, I took my Polaroid camera and took this lovely shot of Molly, which looks so classy. I'm so proud of it. Take a look at that. And this is the food for the night. Really tasty. And after dinner we went to see John Clegg's second show. I absolutely love to watch comedy, so this was one of my favourite things to do. This morning was the last day of this cruise. Went to the gym, which I'm loving being able to do in the morning, and saw this live showing done by artist Philip Gray, which was really interesting.
I don't do that.
Time to pack up this room and move tomorrow morning to start the next cruise, which is on the same ship, but it's technically a different cruise with different passengers, and we'll get our itinerary tomorrow. Today we had workshop. I watched Philip Gray's little showing, had some lunch, did some short excursion training. Now we're packing up our suitcase. Then I took a bit of a break from packing to explore some more of the boat, which I can't believe has taken me a week to find, the library, but it was gorgeous. And through the library was the Crow's Nest Bar, which is this place, which was another great place to hang out. And then we went to the theatre to see an amazing show performed by the Headliners Theatre Company on board. It's the last night of Cruise 1. We're just packing up our stuff this evening, getting ready to move to a different room. It's been really cool. I now know so much more about cruising than I did when I started. I had no idea what anything would be like, and now I've spent 9 days already on this ship, which has gone in a flash. I feel like the first 24 hours felt like forever because everything was so new and so much was happening, but then these last 9 days have actually just gone in a flash. So yeah, it's been really nice though, really cool. I will finish this vlog here, ready to start technically cruise 2, even though we're on the same ship, but all new guests. And yeah, so we're in Southampton tomorrow, and technically this cruise ends and then the next one starts, and we're with that one for half of that cruise, if that makes sense. So for us, that's our second cruise. They will carry on for 2 weeks, but we're only with them for a week, and then we fly back to England for 2 days off. So good night. So much for watching. I will see you next time. If you want to see any updates on what I got up to on this cruise, check out my Instagram, Melanie Jean Thompson. Then you can probably see quite a lot of pictures that I'll be putting up from my time on the boat. I'm solo, so it might be a bit of a different experience. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to be like, but that was last year's. That was my first experience of life on a boat, and after doing it I obviously wanted to do it again. I definitely did, so that's why I am here now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Lots of love, and see you next time.